Hey there, my name is Jordan, and I'm a speech pathologist and a coach. And today I want to teach you a little bit about how trauma can impact the voice. So, when talking about trauma, there are a few different paths. Path one is when something life threatening happens, like a car accident, an abuse, or an injury. And path two is when we lose connection to our safety when we're a kid. So, having emotionally immature parents, or having caregivers or parents that don't attune to us, that don't attune to our needs. And all of these things that happen to us when we're kids or when we're adults, they actually literally get lodged into our nervous system. So, trauma in general, it's not actually about the event itself, it's about the effect that it has, the impact that it has on our autonomic nervous system. Now, the thing is, we're supposed to feel emotions throughout the day. It's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel anxious or angry, but the thing is like we don't want to get stuck there. And what happens when somebody experiences chronic stress or trauma is that they can get stuck in these dysregulated nervous states. So I want to teach you a little bit about some of the different stuck states and then how it can impact the voice. So the different stuck states are the fight response. So think about being angry, explosive, having a lot of rage. The flight response, which is associated more with anxiety, panic, needing to stay busy all the time, work, stay distracted. Shutdown, feelings of being depressed, wanting to numb out. And fawn, which is being insecure, people-pleasing, and not having any boundaries. So those are different stuck states of the nervous system. And I want to talk about how I see people all the time that are kind of stuck in these different nervous system states and the impact it has on their voice. So one of the biggest impacts that I see with clients that I work with is muscle tension. So extreme muscle tension in the head, the neck, the shoulders. And when somebody has muscle tension, it can also impact the voice because they're squeezing all of these unnecessary muscles. So a few things that I want to teach you if you're somebody that does have excess muscle tension in the head, neck, and shoulders are a few different stretches. So what I'm going to have you do is follow me on this one. I'm going to have you tilt, and only do what's accessible for your body. If there's something that you don't feel comfortable doing, you don't have to do it at all. So slowly tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder and feel a nice stretch on the side of the neck. And hold here. You want to make sure as we're doing some of these stretches that you're not holding your breath. Good. Gently come back to center and then opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Now here's the thing, these stretches, it would be awesome if they just regulated your nervous system and you were able to recover from any trauma that you've experienced, but it doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. These exercises, what I want to show you are just different tools that you can use to create more safety in your body, to feel safer in your body, to get out of those stuck, dysregulated nervous system states. Good. Come back to center. All right, this one's a little bit weirder, but it's a really good one. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna massage this big muscle here called the Sternocleidomastoid. So what I'm gonna have you do is you can mirror me here, is you're gonna turn your head and then you're gonna grab for a sheet of muscle that you feel right here. It's kind of weird, but it's a great exercise. So you're gonna find that sheet of muscle and then bring your head back to center, and then you're gonna massage all the way up and all the way down. This is a muscle that gets really tight for people, especially when they're in that fight or flight nervous system response. So always on the go, always feeling stressed, this muscle can tense up a lot. So what you're gonna do is just gently massage up and down that muscle and just remembering to breathe. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. So look over the shoulder, grab the muscle, head comes back to center, and then massage up all the way. And then massage down. Good. All right. So those are 2 exercises for releasing muscle tension. Another thing that I see when people are in these stuck states, or how trauma can actually impact the voice, is monotone. So there's no expression in the voice, and this is actually a biological like trauma response, not having any emotional expression. This also happens a lot in facial expressions as well, but having no expression in the voice as well. So being very monotone. Hi, how are you? 1, 2, 3. Now here's the thing. If I were to just give somebody a sheet of paper and be like, okay, I want you to add inflection at the end of this. So let's say the movie was awesome and then bump on the word awesome and do this. That would be fake. They would feel like they're memorizing a script. It's not actually getting to the root, when the root here is the nervous system. So what I want you to do here, a tool to regulate the nervous system and get out of these stuck states, is breath. So one breathing exercise that we're going to do together is this breathing exercise called coherent breathing, where we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. So we'll breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So let's get started. So you're going to inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's do it again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed after doing that exercise. So actually, when we make our exhales longer than the inhales, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is where we want to be in terms of feeling safe and feeling connected. Now let's go to the third activity, or the third thing that I see with trauma and the voice. That is somebody not having the ability to speak up for themselves. So this goes back to that Fawn response that I was talking about, where it's a lot of people pleasing and not being able to set boundaries. So once again, this isn't about using our conscious mind and like reading articles about how to not be a people pleaser or how do I not set boundaries. Those things are helpful, don't get me wrong, like to read about the activities, but a lot of the things that I'm teaching you today are body-based practices. Remember, trauma lives within our body. It lives within the subconscious. It's not something that we can really like rationalize with our conscious mind so much. Like we can read the books, we can listen to the podcasts, we know what we need to do, but in the end, in order to kind of heal from all these stuck, dysregulated nervous system states, yes, it's good to work with the mind, but we also really have to work with the body. How to help with the inability to speak up for yourself. So instead of Googling or learning about how to, not be a people pleaser, let's talk about the body and working with the body. And one way to work with the body is to ground yourself and work on posture. So once again, only do what is accessible for your body. All bodies are beautiful. And I want you to, if it's accessible for you, plant both your feet on the floor, open up your heart space, shoulders back, align your spine. You can imagine that there is a string pulling you from the top of your head, and gently engage your core. And just take a deep breath in. And just feel what it's like to be fully aligned and to take up space. All right. So I know those activities are a little bit maybe different about what you might have been expecting, but just to review, those are the things that I see with trauma impacting the voice: muscle tension here, monotone speech, and then the inability to speak or stand up for yourself. So once again, this all goes back to regulating the nervous system, creating more safety in your body. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll also post some resources in the description of this video for you to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.